So one thing that's been like really bothering me, especially since I read like 14, 15 SJM books, love me some Akatar, love me some Aelin, but what's been really bothering me is I feel like SJM just doesn't know how to write like POC slash LGBT characters. And I get the whole argument of she doesn't know how to write them. Maybe she just doesn't know how to write them, but that's what sensitivity readers are for. Just write the character, hire sensitivity readers. She has the money. Like the companies that she's going through and like how big of an author she is, she can just write an LGBT or POC main character and they could just hire sensitivity readers. I keep hearing that argument from everybody where it's just like, maybe she just doesn't know how to write them. Maybe she just doesn't know how to write them. Sis, all you gotta do is write the character. Literally, LGBT characters and POC characters are all the same. Like, they're the same. We go through different, different social issues and stuff like that. But in a fantasy world, we can't just include them in a fantasia. You're telling me Fury's gonna get sidelined in every single book? And she's supposed to be this main badass character? Isaac was there just to be the, token gay best friend? What about more? I need more from more. I'm just tired of hearing this argument of she just doesn't know how to write them. Just write them. Hire sensitivity readers. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. And this also goes for authors that are up and coming. If you don't know how to write a person of color or an LGBT character, write them and then hire or ask for sensitivity readers. And in SJM's position, she should be able to get sensitivity readers. I just don't understand how it's not possible. And no. Before you comment, well, maybe she doesn't know how to write them. Please don't. Please do not. If sis can write a fantasy world, she can write a fantasy character, right? Maybe she's I'm tired of hearing this argument of maybe she just doesn't know how to do it. She's writing whole ass books, 800-page books. I'm all about include me, diversity, all this stuff. We want to be in the room as well. But it gets to a point where it's if you're going to keep sidelining the person of color / LGBT characters, I think you either need to write more and give them more action scenes, or number 2, what you can do is just completely cut the character. You know what I mean? I'm all about inclusivity, but at some point, sis, if you're gonna give us just babysitting duty in a battle, instead of fighting the bad guys, I don't know. Just don't include me. I don't want to babysit. I'm not going to be babysitting. If it's the end of the world, I'm not going to be babysitting nobody. I'm going to be fighting people. And you're telling me we get a necromancing witch, Hypaxia. We get a necromancing witch. And then she makes her incompetent, the 3rd book. And then the 2nd book and 1st book, she's supposed to be this crazy badass. And I hate this whole we got Hypaxia's storyline and Ethan's storyline. No, give them their own storyline. Give them their own POV. Give them their allotted time. It's not that hard. Like I said, I'm all about inclusivity and adding us, but just don't add us just to have us on the page. I'm kind of tired of seeing it. The more that I think about all of her books, the more frustrated I get, because I'm emotionally invested, but I also love Akatar, but it's also one of those things where it's just very conflicting because it's like, how? How? How have we made it this far and we haven't given any singular storyline to an LGBT or POC person, like person of color, like just LGBT person of color main character or side character? Like, this just doesn't make sense to me. Y'all can debate me, but I'm not changing my mind. I am not changing my mind. Like, there's nothing anybody could say like, oh well, there's a little bit in, just a little bit representation is better than no representation. Is like, is it? Is it? It's 2024. It's not enough. It is not enough.